Hey guys, it's October 31st and I'm here to do our garden tour today so that you can see how our garden has changed since September. I'm so excited to show you around. This is our borage plant. It's a volunteer that just popped up because we let the plants go to seed last spring and summer, and it's just beautiful. We love that it's volunteering all around the garden. The flowers and the leaves are edible and have a cucumber flavor, which is really fun. I'll go ahead and take you over here. This is where we started our September tour with our in-ground bed right here, which had buckwheat seeds just starting to sprout. Since then they have flowered and we've chopped it down at the soil level, laid it on top as a mulch so that it will enrich the soil with organic matter and kind of get itself ready for spring. We come over here, we had tomatillos that were just starting to flower, I think in September, and now you can see they've been super prolific. We have lots of tomatillos, we've harvested some. They're purple varieties, so these have been really exciting to grow. We have some peppers in this bed as well. These are habaneros, a mild habanero, and it's just starting to flower. Our average first freeze is the middle of November, so it's kind of a race against the freeze. We're super excited to get a few seeds, and we decided why not try it out. Here's our lavender. It's still in bloom and we have really enjoyed having it around to enjoy its aroma. I've been so surprised that it smells exactly like the essential oil, which is awesome. We've got some banana peppers we're growing for the first time, and our oregano is continuing to spread. The purple bumblebee plants we have a few of. We might just end up harvesting these green. We'll see if they can ripen before the first freeze, but if they can't, we'll enjoy some green tomatoes and be anxiously waiting summer so that we can try these ripe off the vine. I'm really excited about that. Vining outside of this bed is a winter squash. You can see that this guy's getting pollinated right now, and we have one starting. It will look like a green pumpkin. So we're excited to see this. This is our first time growing these, even though I've had the seed packets for years. I wasn't even storing them correctly, so it was kind of a gamble to see if it would sprout, and it did, so we were really excited about that. In this bed we have some seedlings that are popping up. We've got carrots here. Our garlic is underground and we've got a bunch of straw on top. We've got a nasturtium plant here, some holy basil that we've been drying for tea for the winter, and some cilantro seedlings that are coming up as well. And then we have in this bed some purple Brussels sprouts that are getting eaten. You can see all the holes on their leaves, and some broccoli that I planted early with that has huge leaves because we've had such a hot fall, and it's getting eaten as well. So what's really cool that I'm excited to show you guys is that even though these are getting devoured, over here in this bed we have lots of brassicas. We have collard greens and Swiss chard and kale, we have cauliflower and broccoli and mustard greens, and all of them look beautiful. And the reason that is we have this tool that's laid on top of this bed, and I got this tip at a Mother Earth News fair this past spring. They said to lay this on top of your brassicas so that the butterflies, when they land, they can't lay their eggs, which then would hatch into the caterpillars and they would eat your plants. So this has been protecting it from, I think we might have some flea beetles as well, and it's been awesome. I mean, all of these leaves look pretty flawless, and you can see that in the bed right next to it the leaves are getting devoured. So this has been the biggest takeaway this fall so far, that this tool has been working so well. I've been really excited about that. We have some Thai basil over here as well that is, we cut back, it kind of grows into a tree in the summer, and it's continuing to have some new leaves and even go into seed. You can see right here it's starting to flower. We have some okra right here that's flowering, and you can see we've been harvesting the okra already, and these plants have been getting really tall. I'm going to show you a few other ones zoomed out. This one's probably about 10 or 11 feet. We decided not to top it off this year and just to see how tall it got, so we've been using a step stool to harvest, which has been pretty fun. In our other bed here we've got our spinach starting to sprout. I'm really excited for that. We had cilantro that was just volunteer popping up all over this bed, and it was ready way before the cilantro I planted, so we've been able to eat it earlier than we thought, which has been super exciting. Same thing with this arugula. This was a volunteer plant that started growing probably about a month to 2 months ago, and we've been getting to eat it for like the last month and enjoy the leaves, and it's just free food because it just sprouted on its own. So that's been really cool. You can see some more cilantro over there. And then this is the same idea as the tulle, but I wanted to use what I already had. I had some leftover fabric from my wedding dress, and so it's actually, I think, been pretty beneficial because it has the pattern to it, so it's like providing a little bit of shade. We've had I guess highs in the 80s, but where it's felt like 90s several days, so we've had a really hot fall, especially considering this is the end of October. So this has been a method that's worked really well, especially this year. We've got sage and oregano growing here, and in this bed, marigold that won't stop, and some nasturtium, which is a great companion. Oops. Great companion. And our bok choy, which is looking beautiful. And I think, I don't know, there's a few variables, but I think because the marigolds are in here and the nasturtium, that's helping. We had some cowpeas in this bed before, so I think that nitrogen is really helping these to grow beautifully as well. They're doing a lot better than the bok choy did that I grew last year. Here's some blue curled kale. These were seeds from Isolde, a friend I met on Instagram that offered to send me some seeds from Belgium, and I was so excited. So we've got some blue curled kale in this bed spread throughout as well. And our peppers were in this bed. You can see this one has a bunch of green peppers still. This is our cayenne plant, and they should be able to ripen before the first freeze. Hopefully there's one that's ripe right there. We took out our other pepper plants recently and just put a pile of compost right on top for now. This is the okra plant that you guys saw that was about 10 to 11 feet tall. We have another one in this 5th bed as well. And we also have radish in this bed with it, some French breakfast radish, and some basil that we've already harvested a few times off of the same plant. It's just growing beautifully. You can see some of the leaves are like as big as my hand, which is awesome. Here's a good one to kind of show. So we're gonna harvest these and make some more pesto. It's just been a great year for basil. Basil always really seems to do well. We've got more of the blue curled kale. And in this bed, I went ahead and put a wire down over the lettuce seeds that I just broadcast this time. I don't love to do that, but I thought I'd try it out. And so sometimes I feel like it can be wasteful, but I thought I would give it a try and see what I think. So it's to be determined still, I guess. Here's another one of our purple bumblebee tomato plants and our other super tall okra. So this is our garden. We've got some rose bushes that were here when we bought the house. You can see that they are really beautiful right now in bloom. This weather's kind of got the plants, I think, a little tricked maybe. We had a sea of greens in September where our sweet potatoes were, and we've harvested those since then. So right now we just have compost laid down in those beds right to the right, and then kind of against the fence we have some flowers. So we got purple echinacea that I started inside from seed, some calendula that's a perennial. We started this from seed last year, and you can see it starting to bloom again. We've got some hyssop, some lavender, some kale that's been here for about a year in the same spot, and then some more calendula and echinacea down the way along the fence. So this is kind of this section of our garden. I'm so excited I got to show you around for October, and I can't wait to see how it changes in November. So post a video of your garden. I would love to see, and I hope you enjoyed seeing